Hi guys, so I've just recorded this video just to show you what's going on in the currency markets, and in about a couple of minutes we'll get an interest rate decision from the RBA. So I just wanted to show you, there's two trades I've put in. Oh well, one trade really. The one you're looking at now is the Aussie dollar, so I've just put in a small trade there, hoping for a move down, right? So a bit of a cut. So basically, from a technical perspective, you can see the markets has basically come into a key level, you know, I'm expecting either way, expecting a reversal based on a technical level. So initially, probably looking for a move down here. So I'll probably put targets probably down there. So not much there, pretty small position, and also on the right hand side I've got a trade, and this is a test demo on my charting platform. So this was already positioned the other day when I sent out the last video saying that you know, the market was at a key level, was looking for a reversal. I'd already entered a trade there. This is really a demo thing. I'm just trialing some strategies, and since then, you know, I've still held the position. So we'll see how we go. All right, but this one again is pretty small position too. So yeah. So I might have to. Should be about a minute away, but should be soon. We should get a decision soon. So this, you know, we might not get a cut at all. Might still be a hold, but you know, these moves you can tend to make a fair bit pretty quickly. You know, and I look at the technicals and the fundamentals too. So it's at a key technical level. It's already a viable trade. What I'll do is I'll move to the 1 minute so you can actually see more of the action. So yeah, but yeah, along with that, you've got the fundamental reason, which is, you know, we're likely to get some sort of cut. The market's overextended as well. You can see here, we're starting to go down pretty well, hitting targets. Nice. So we're starting to head up again. We might actually enter another position. Now, I've entered another position. There's a reason why, and I'll explain to you in a minute, okay? So the other position got close for 47 profit. Might have to put a stop just above here just to make sure. So the reason why I re-entered again, right, is because this, right? Because when the market came down and spiked down, actually I'll explain to you at the end, just in case. So the market still might hang around this level. I just want to check in the 1 minute so I can see more of the action and see what the market's actually doing. So this one's already 110. So see what happens here. So the reason why I put another position in, I didn't put that in randomly. There was an intent behind that. Okay, so you can see as the market, see when I said this is the key technical level, well, I was just talking about from a technical perspective, not whether there was a cut or not. But you can see when the market spiked down and hit this key support level I've marked in, right? So as soon as it hit that, my position closed for 47 profit, and the market spiked back up again. Okay. Now, when the market spiked back up, we headed back into a support level that is now resistance. Okay. So you're going to see, you know, a bit of sideways movement here. And then what I'm hoping to see, right? What I expect to see is a continuation down. Okay. Now that might not happen at all. Okay. But you know, that's how I understand markets to work, and it's worked for me. So you know, we've got this move down. There's some support here, as we see. I'm just going to jump to the hourly chart and just have a quick look. So what I'm expecting to see is the market to head back down and retest this level. If it does, I'm going to close the position again, okay? There is a chance that it might go down further down to this level here. That's likely. So I could close just half the position and then let the rest ride and see how we go, right? But for now, I'm just going to see what I can get out of this market. So I'm just going to put my take profit to be down there anyway, okay? So looks like we're starting to head down again, but we're going to head down to retest this support level that I marked in before. So we're going to test this level here, and I expect it to move down, and then it might fiddle around this level here before it heads down again. But again, I could be wrong, okay? Because generally, you know, there are setups that I look at. You know, most of the time they play out exactly how I expect it to. You know, the odd occasion it might, you know, do something else, but you know, that's where you just got to manage your risk and make sure you're not. You know, you're abiding by your rules and, you know, your rules around your stops and your targets and stuff like that. So I set my target there. I got out. You know, like, you know, when people start to see it go down in their favor, then it gets close to their target. They start moving their targets around. Then before you know it, they move down here, they're down here, and then it doesn't hit. You know, and then it sweeps back up quickly, and then you know, then they find that, oh shit, they just missed out on closing position or half of it, and what they'll do is they'll let it ride. They'll just leave it and just think that, yep, it's going to keep going. It's going to hit my target. It's going to go down again. And then if it does go down, they might move it again, right? Or it might not go down at all. It might just keep going back up, and then they get caught out. So it's important to, you know where your targets are, know where your stops are. Make sure you're not risking too much. Make sure when you even set your targets that you don't set it at unrealistic levels, right? Like the market might head down there and hit the target, but you know, if you're day trading and you want to get in and out, you don't want to be holding that position for, you know, a whole day or longer. You know, eventually it'll hit it, but you know, you might feel some pain or, you know, between that time and from the time it hits it. So even if it hits it at all. So again, so I said, you know, expect some downside here. So if we get down here, we'll fiddle around a bit, and then we should spike down again. Expecting a retest here, and then possibly a move back up, possibly, or you know, it depends on what happens here, really. But if we see some more fiddling around, it might just completely break down. So okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my stops to just about that level there. Okay, I only moved them is because, you know, it hit down, right, and went back up, got in. I put my stops in there initially, but then now it's playing out as I expected it to, right? So as it plays out in the way I am, you know, kind of foreseeing, I guess, you know, I'm managing my stops. And now I know that, okay, so I can, you know, I'm likely to close half the position here, and I've managed my stops. So if there are any surprises and the market just goes boop like that, then at least I've already, you know, closed the gap on my risk, right? So before I was risking $23, I think, yeah. Now I've reduced that to be 10. Okay, so either way, if it gets stopped out, doesn't really matter. It's only $10 loss, right? But what I'm starting to see now is something interesting here too. So it's coming down. It's played as I expected it to. I don't know how far it'll go down before I can close half, but depending on the price action here, right? So what I'm looking at now is, now I'm kind of not readjusting what I'm looking at, but just kind of saying, okay, now that I've got more evidence, I'm seeing more of the price action. What I'm seeing now is the market doing this, and then kind of like this, right? So if all goes well, we should see another up move, a slight up move, right? Let me just delete this. And then we should see something like this, right? And something like this. And then maybe another move like that. And then we could see a breakdown. So it might even fall further, right? But let's see how we go. Okay, this is all just looking. I'm just assessing the market as it plays out. So when the market's moving this fast, you're going to kind of constantly assess it. So yeah. Actually, I'll just bring up the other one I had before. So that's already 135. And this is on pretty small volume. We're only talking about 15 lots. Okay, so again, this is just a kind of a testing and just trialing a new strategy for a couple of things. So you can see here, actually, what I'll do is I'll zoom this out. And I'll show you what I'm seeing, right? Hold on. Okay, so what I'm seeing now, right, is the market putting in a pattern. A very nice pattern too. So I'm just going to move this aside. Oh, actually, no, leave it there. So I'm just going to measure it out just to make sure. It looks like we're putting in a cipher pattern. Or almost putting in a cipher pattern. Actually, this might not. Let's see if it just makes it. No, we don't have a cipher. No, rules don't match. So we broke. We broke down here. Came back up. Came back down, retested. So we should get a down move from here. We should, I don't know. Okay, interesting. We should get, we should maybe, we should get one around here, but if it keeps going up, I'll be like pretty annoyed. Not annoyed, sorry. So we're going back up to retest this level here. Okay, so getting that retest. Interesting to see these. Okay, so that's, that sounds about right. There was too many bloody lines, so I didn't measure it up properly. But it's okay. It's going down as where I kind of the area around I thought kind of expected it to go. I'm just going to assess this. The thing about day trading and scalp trading is you got to really know your technicals. You got to really be good at your technicals, and you got to really be knowing where you're going to mark your trend lines and your resistance levels and support levels and stuff like that. Because 1 point makes a difference, or if you're day trading anyway, or scalp trading. Okay, so what I'm looking at now is this level here. I'm looking at this level here. This is an important level here. So if the market holds around this level here, then we could see the market continue up, right? Maybe, okay. And we're talking about the 1 minute time frame here, okay. So it shouldn't be used as a guide for longer term or swing term, higher time frame direction, okay. But in terms of this type of trade, if I'm looking, if the market breaks this level here, right? If you really want to be conservative, then you would get out of the trade. But if I can, or if you really want to test it, then you can look for a break above this level here. But I'm really looking to be conservative, so I don't want to really risk. If I know I'm wrong, I want to get out. That's basically it. So I'm looking for this. If we close above this level here, then I'm likely to get out of the trade. So, but I don't want to move my stops too close, because what happens is, even though it might go up, like it might spike up, but hit my stop, but then, you know, the last 10 seconds or 15 seconds or whatever, the market might start to sell down again, you know, and then close below this level anyway. So that's why you don't want to have your stops like right there, you know, you can still get whipped out. So what I'm hoping to see is we don't close above this level. And, you know, I want to see whether it's this candle and the next candle, I want to see a break and close below this trend line, okay? If it closes below this level here, breaks and closes below this level, then even better. But at the moment, below the trend line is good enough for me. I do not want this to hit me and stop me out. Like, you know, that's why I'm saying I might have to move a little bit more up. There's double top. Right on the line. Actually, just below, actually. Just below. This is what I hate. If it goes up, stops me out, and then comes back down. So I might have to move. No, that's where I entered. That's where I entered. It stops up here, so that's okay. That's okay. So I've got 30 seconds. See what I mean? So if I had my stop there, because I thought this was my stop for a second. No, it's up there actually, so it's okay. So if I had my stop there, it would have just stopped me out and then come back down. So the worst part is in the last 15 seconds left. So if it closes above there, right here, then I'm like, look, even if I close it here and then, you know, and then comes back down again, I'm not too fussed. 4 seconds, 3, 2, yeah, it looks like I was going to get a close there. So I'm going to close position. I'm just going to buy my rules and close it. I might re-enter it again, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to show you. Actually, I just want to have a look one more thing. I might re-enter it, see how we go, but actually I'm going to re-enter. This is still very no, this yeah, I'm going to re-enter it. Let's see how we go. Maybe not just yet, maybe a little bit more. But, you know, I could have kept it open, but, you know, I'm just abiding my rules. And I said that, you know, if it closes above there, then, which it did, then I'll close. But this one's still looking okay, so I might re-enter it again. You know, I've got a pattern here too, so this is okay, actually. Pattern, yep. So I'm going to re-enter it again at market though, because there's a pattern here. It's a very small pattern on the 1 minute time frame. So, but that's enough for me to. That's enough for me to say that that's a qualified entry. So stops just about there. So same amount of risk. And like the reason why is I'm looking for a scalping opportunity. So I'm really just looking for, you know, 15 minutes of a trade or you know. Hold on. I'm going to cut the video, we'll pause this for a second. Okay, again, so yeah, sorry about that. Had some people coming over, so so yeah, so not much has changed really. So we're just consolidating. So we're just consolidating here. So I think we could still see the breakout to to go back and retest these levels here. So what I'm just trying to figure out now is how much can this market go down? Can we see it go down to about this level here and take some profits or take all profits? So let's see how I go. But I think we're going to see some upside. Not much though. So just looking at this here, we should retest these levels here and then come back up. you know, I think we're going to come back up. So if we get back down here, I'll probably put in a buy order for move up, because I think you know, we could come back here and then we'll go back up to retest this zone here before we make another move down. Okay, so so yeah, that's how I might play it. But let's see how we go. Really not much to really look for here anyway. Actually, I'll leave it, but I'll close the video. So yeah. Anyways, thanks guys. Thought I'd hope that helps. All the best. Talk soon.